Hey guys, it is Falcon here, and I'm here today with a brand new video on the top 10 .io games. At 10, we have Laser Drive. The objective for Laser Drive is to simply get as many points as you can, which goes up to the leaderboard in the top right hand corner. You can get points by either collecting stars or getting or killing basically other players. To do that, you have to get them to collide into you, something which I found really hard to do. It's a good fun game, but there are a few issues with it, which is why it's not higher on the top 10. The main issue is, at the beginning, you have almost no control over your lion, and often it puts you into dangerous places, which gets you killed almost instantly. And once you do gain control of it, it's still not easy to control, and often you just kill yourself, basically. The good thing is you get these power-ups which can be useful. I think you get one that erases all the lines around you, one that makes you slower, one that makes you faster, one that makes your line wider, shorter, thinner, etc. It's a good game overall, but if it was just better to control, it would definitely be higher up on my list. 9, we have Narwhal.io. Narwhal.io is a good game. It's a lot of fun, but there are a few issues with it. Well, first of all, let me explain what the game's about. You are a narwhal, and you've got a sharp beak, and you have to cut other narwhals in half. Which is basically it. You press space to speed up, and you can only cut through narwhals when you're sped up. And you have a certain amount of stamina, and it upgrades the more narwhals you kill. So the more points you have, the better your narwhal is. The issue with it is that sometimes, like when I was playing with it, there aren't many people playing. And I know that's not an issue with the game, but it can make gameplay not as fun as it could be. I can imagine it being an incredibly fun game if there were the right amount of people on. However, when I was on testing it before, there was too many people on one server. So basically, you spend a few seconds, then you just killed. They really need to balance out servers more. I feel like server I was on, the servers that have lots of people on, have too many people on. Like, they need to balance having servers with too many people on with servers with not enough people on, and somehow have combine them basically and have two separate ones where there's just the right amount of people to have the optimum amount of fun. Number 8, DONR.io. DONR.io is another great game that deserves its place on the list. You're basically a spaceship, you are a spaceship flying around in space, destroying asteroids and destroying other spaceships. Like the other games, the aim is to destroy your opponents to get the most points to get onto the leaderboard. It's a good game, and it's a lot of fun to play, and you get to rocket around spaceships, seeing Jupiter, Saturn, Earth probably. I haven't seen Earth, but I'm assuming it's there. The only issue is the lack of control. Although sometimes that can be a lot of fun. Occasionally, when I was playing it, I was just spiraling out of control. I don't even know how. I might just be bad, actually. You never know. It's a great game. It deserves its place, but there are some other games that I feel are better than it. So go check it out. Number 7, Diop.io. I think that's how you pronounce it. Diop.io. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun and has a lot to offer. You're a tank, which you're like kind of a tank, circle with the gun thing, and you basically have to like the other games, destroy other players to get up on the leaderboard. The only problem is, there's one problem with it. It's just at the beginning you die quite easily. However, the positive thing about it is, even when you die, you get if you come back to life and you reach the level, you've still got a lot of upgrades you can do. But you can choose again. When you come back to life, you choose the upgrades again, but you've still got, you still have the ability to upgrade, so you don't lose everything. If that feature wasn't there, it would be quite an annoying game because the top players would just be at the top. Saying that, once you have upgraded to a decent level where you've got like a double barrel or something, it's a lot of fun to play. Just going around shooting the blocks and the triangles and the hexagons. I think they were hexagons. I can't really remember, and defeating other players. That's why it's ranked highly, and that's why it's on my top 10. Number 6, Bonk.io. Bonk.io is also another great game. It ranks quite highly on my list, number 6, and is definitely in the top 10 because it's just a lot of fun. You're a ball which can bounce around, and you basically have to kill other balls to get points for the leaderboard, kind of like all the other games. Yet, what's good about Bonk is that every kind of level you do, because you won this competition, is unique in its own way. Some of them are similar with the whole, some of them are similar slingshots, some of them have similar formats, but in general, they're just all unique, and it starts to become repetitive, which is why I really like the game, which is why it's in the top 10. At number 5, we have Wings.io. IO is one crazy fun game. You're a plane shooting other planes in this hectic, crazy game where you're just flying around, everything's exploding, going crazy, but it is a lot of fun, and I just really enjoy it. You get power-ups, get streaks, fly around, bombs, you can have massive laser beams, missiles, and obviously the aim of the game, like most of the other IOs, if not all, is to kill each other and basically to get high up in the leaderboard. Great game, go check it out, definitely worth its place in the top 10. Number 4, Brutal.io. Brutal.io, another great game by the makers of Wings.io. You're a small little bug thing with a massive razor bull thing. It's a pretty good game. You just, like the rest of the ones on this list, you have to kill the other players to get more points and get up the leaderboard. And the more players you kill, the bigger your ball gets, and realistically, the easier it is to kill them. Although, when you're playing, those small ones, that's sometimes quite hard to see when they zip forwards after they get disconnected, because you can do that, and you can press space and the ball comes spinning straight to you, and if there's anyone in your path, bang, dead. The aim is to get the other person's your ball onto the other person's head to kill them and collect the energy from their ball to help you grow. Great game, great concept, and they've managed to keep it within the genre, the main genre of IO games, while making it unique, which is what I like about it. Number 3, we have Limax.io. Limax.io is another great game. You're a Limax, which is kind of like a slug thing, and you speed around like the rest of the IOs and try and kill other players to get more points to go up on the leaderboard. It's quite similar to Slither.io, but it's unique in its own way, and you don't grow long, you kind of grow wider and fatter, and you can only kill them by pressing space and then kind of speeding in front of them, and your trail is only there for a couple of seconds. Like a second, pretty much, actually. It's a good game. It's good fun. One issue. As you may have noticed by my footage, basically when I was joining, I was already on the leaderboard. This is because there is not enough people playing it. That might be the time, but the problem is, it wouldn't happen with, Slither.io or Agar.io because of the popularity. That's the one thing it needs to improve. Not at the game. The game itself is great. People need to play it. So if you see it, play it. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. And that's the one thing that's stopping it from getting as big as Agar.io or Slither.io. Number 2, Agar.io. Agar.io. You probably all know this game because it's maybe the biggest. Maybe Slither.io might have beaten it by now. And it is basically the original IO game. It's the original to me, the first one I heard about, and it was the one that got big. And it was the one that I think caused all these other games to copy the IO thing. You're basically a blob, a circle, and you have to eat other circles. You can only eat them if you're bigger than them, and you can split and try and catch the small ones that eat them to grow bigger. Basically, kill your opponents to get more points to get on the leaderboard. It was a lot of fun to play at the beginning. The main reason it's not at the top is that I played quite a lot back in the day. It's a great game just to go on the internet and play. It starts to get a bit dull after a while. Apart from that, it's a brilliant game. Go check it out if you haven't. You probably have if you're watching this video. But yeah, at number 1, Slither.io. Slither.io, the number 1 best .io game. Well, I think it's the best .io game. I think, has got even better. It's a bigger game now than Agara.io, more popular. There are YouTubers who basically have a channel focused on just Slither.io. You get mods, bots, all sorts of stuff, and it's just a lot of fun to play. You get. I know this might be a bit weird to sound, but you get just a bit of a rush when you're like a small average sized snake, and you just swoop past and manage to destroy and eat a giant snake. The boosts, the design, it's slightly dark. It's just an all round fun game, and the competitiveness of it also allows it to be a great game. When I played it before, I've got quite angry when I was when I got onto the leaderboard, because this is a similar game to the other ones. Like, you kill and eat people to get more points to get into the leaderboard, and then once you die, or once you did what I did just in the recording, where you basically you defeat a couple of snakes, so bam bam bam, you're all happy, and then suddenly you're just a bit reckless, bam, you're dead. It can get you quite angry. I sometimes get slightly angry and start shouting at the computer. You might see that later on when I'm playing. Slightly bit of a rager. But that's my top 10 list. If you agree, tell me. If you disagree, tell me in the comment section below. Put what you think is best. I'll put a link to every one of the games down below, but that is pretty self-explanatory. It's the name.io, but I'll put it anyway, and the rankings. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and await more content. Don't forget to check out my other channels, Falcon Does VR, where I do VR games, mainly on the PSVR, and Falcon Does Stuff, where I do stuff. Actually, there will be a video on Falcon Does Stuff. First episode of Falcon Friends. You're gonna hopefully love it. Go check that out. It's not out yet, but it will be soon. And I'll be playing, even though it's not on my gaming channel, some Brutal.io. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Bye!